Fade in the books, back with another video. This is the second video for the Week 10 NFL slate. We're going to give you 6 of our best picks. If you haven't yet, go back and watch our first video of the Falcons and Colts. Here from where I am, broadcasting from Berlin, Germany. uh, so we're not gonna waste any more of your time. We're gonna get right to these picks. Brandon, you want to go ahead and give us your first pick of the rest of the
Yeah, first pick,
NFL
we're gonna
slate?
start it out hot. We're gonna start it out hot. The 1 o'clock game, Jacksonville versus the Houston Texans. Actually, we're gonna go Jacksonville money line on this one. Jacksonville's actually been rolling in hot, even though they struggled against the Raiders. Although the Raiders showed they do have a little bit of fight with almost anybody. Um, there's no C.J. Stroud on this one. Honestly, that was just the main thing for picking this one, along with the Jacksonville being hot right now. Is there's no C.J. Stroud. If there's no C.J. Stroud, I'm not sure if you even have a Houston Texans team. I know that their defense is actually probably number one in the league right now, but you still got to score points, right? You still got to score points. I think that Jacksonville's going to struggle to score points, but they're not going to struggle to stop Houston, right? Houston was struggling even with C.J. Stroud to score points. So without CJ Stroud, I really like this matchup for Jacksonville. And please, Jacksonville, I don't like Jacksonville or Houston, but don't let me down, Trevor Lawrence.
Oh man, hey, I'm kind of torn with this game. I'm surprised you even looked at this a division game, the tape. I thought you would stay away from it, but you looked at
I
C.J.
did it
Stroud
because it
being
meant
out.
so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I, shoot, you should have been hoping for a tie. But with that being said, the total is at 37.5, so that's pretty low scoring game. Again, Houston defense, this game is on them. They're gonna have to win it for them. I would say them and special teams. Like one of them are gonna have to make a play. You know,
Well,
for Houston.
that's another thing, real quick. Titus Howard, the O line, he's out, right? For a
Hmm.
backup quarterback to go in there with your offensive lineman already banged up, that's crazy. But when you talk about special teams, Fairborn, the kicker for Houston, he's out as well.
Hmm.
So they're going in there with a backup line, backup quarterback, and a backup kicker.
Well, I'm not. Yeah.
So
Well,
that's
I'm
going to
not.
make it very
I'm not.
tough.
I'm just talking about if they're when their defense holds Jacksonville
Hmm.
and has them punt, their special teams, whether it be big returns, a score, like their special teams is gonna have to give that offense for Houston good field position. That's what I
Absolutely.
meant, because without having Stroud in there, I can't see Houston starting at the 25-30 yard line and putting together drives that's going to result in touchdowns. So their defense is
Marshall
going to have to
downfield,
hold
yeah.
Jacksonville, and their special teams is going to have to make some big plays. A couple of them. If not, it's going to have to be
Yeah.
key moments of the game. So Jacksonville, is one of them you can still roll the dice because their offense is still kind of shaky. The defense is shaky. Like you know, don't know about sunshine. But I don't know. If you're a defensive guy, you probably gonna enjoy this game from Houston because they should put on a show.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
Jacksonville money line, yeah, nephew, you definitely rolled the dice with this one for sure, for
And I will tell
sure.
you, I know why it's closer than what it is because they have, what's his name that's on IR that plays both ways.
Oh, Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter on IR, and they have Brian Thomas Jr. questionable for this game as well. But I think
Mm-hmm.
even with those people being out, those two of your top receivers being out, they still have the makings of a decent team. And uh, Trevor Lawrence is still a decent quarterback. At the end of the day, you're still a decent quarterback. He's going to struggle. Don't get
Look
me
at
wrong. He's
him.
going to struggle on this game. Um, but I don't think Davis Mills can do it for you. I don't think Davis Mills can.
Yeah, yeah. I'm looking at some of his. Of course.
Can you tell me where
Uh,
Jacksonville's defense ranked?
yep.
I don't know if I have that on here or not.
Let's see Jacksonville defense. If you want to look at total yards, they're 20th.
Hmm.
If you want to look
What
at
about rushing
passing yards, they're
yards?
28th. Rushing yards, they're fourth. So again, Houston,
Their defense?
they really, yeah,
Ooh, I like
Oh
that.
yeah, Jags defense is fourth in rushing. So yeah,
Ooh, I like that.
yeah,
I
it's
like
gonna
that.
be a
I like
lot.
that.
It's gonna be a lot of Nico. Hutchinson. That might not be a bad play. Maybe Hutchinson for receptions or something like that. But
Hmm.
yeah, they're gonna have to get creative out
This
there. That's for sure. These Texans. All
absolutely. So,
right.
what you got for the second pick? For your first pick, sorry.
For my first pick, I'm gonna go ahead and get him out the way. Let me find him here. I am going with where are they at here? Buffalo. I am taking Dawson Knox for
Hmm.
10 receiving yards. Um, this is just simply a play on the Dolphins and them being ranked 28th in receiving yards to the tight end. Um, if you look at Dawson Knox numbers here, even though he's not targeted a lot, all those targeted, they're over 10 yards. So he's
Yeah.
definitely running past the six on his receiving yards. So
Hmm.
again, we only need one by the numbers for Knox to cover this line. And they normally go to him early in the game. Kincaid is like, the deep ball tight end, or, he's the goal line, the red zone, he's that guy. But Dawson Knox, probably more of a blocking tight end. But every now and then, like I said, early in the game, you may see that Knox one reception.
Yeah, I think that Kincaid will be a focal point for the defense for Miami, so that does open it up for Dawson Knox to get open. And again, you got him at 10 yards. 10 yards, that's one catch, right?
Mm-hmm.
He missed that first game against them when they played earlier in the season. Um, but I really like this line for one catch for him. Dawson Knox was supposed to be in their lead tight end, but Kincaid emerged as being the number one tight end over there. But I think they will run a lot of double tights in this game. And also, I will point out that when it gets to November, December, tight ends and running backs are going to be key to winning games in every game.
Mm-hmm. All right.
That brings me to my next one, which we're going to go into the Patriots game. Um, they still have Stevenson out for this, so the leading running back was going to be Tavion Henderson, and right now they got his line at 43.5 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Um, Tampa Bay Buccaneers are still banged up on offense, so I think that they're going to have plenty of opportunity to actually get him the ball. And I really like what the Patriots are doing right now. The Patriots are one of those teams that's actually quietly hot right now. Like they're quietly like one of the hottest teams in the league right now. And I don't know if people are giving them respect yet, but you will hear soon. And they have a head coach to where he don't mind just running the ball. He don't mind doing what it takes to just win in the game. He used to having Derrick Henry for years over there, so that he don't mind just doing that. And his line right now at 43.5, I really like that for him. I would say just get that one while you can, because eventually his line will be going up as the game slows down for him, because he's still a rookie, and the lanes open up a little bit more for them.
Yeah. I like Trayvon. I think I took him last week on a pick,
Hmm.
and he covered that
Oh yeah,
line.
he
It,
smashed that line
yeah,
last week.
yeah, it was a little shaky there, but they got it done. I think this is gonna be a tough game. The Buccaneers offense going up against this Patriots defense. I think Drake May is gonna have to use his feet. I think that with them having to probably spy Drake May, I think that may open up some lanes for Henderson. You know, uh,
Hmm.
Henderson. Let me see, what did he do last? His carries. He had 14
Henderson
carries
had,
last week.
yeah, for how
Um,
much?
he went for 55. So
55 last
and he
week.
went for yeah,
Oh,
and
he
he went
must
for
have had
75, and he went for
receptions.
75 against Cleveland. So 44, he should be able to catch that line. Uh,
Can you go to
again,
his
he
receptions real quick from last week?
his receptions. Let's see.
Receiving yards. I'm sorry,
Oh,
receiving yards. What do you
yeah,
have last
yeah,
week for
30.
receiving?
Yeah, he had 32 receiving yards last week.
32. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yep. But
So
40, what is it?
I like this
43
one
and a
for him.
half. Yeah,
43
43
and a
and a
half for
half.
him.
Yeah, that's a pretty solid play. Like I said, he's done went over that against the Browns, who has one of the best defenses out there too.
Hmm.
So again, he was at home, but this time playing in Tampa Bay, weather should be somewhat decent. Um, I think he can get the job done with those 43 and a half.
Yes,
My
sir.
next play, we're gonna go to. We're just gonna go ahead. We're just gonna go ahead and go to this Sunday night and get it done real quick before I. And we're going with what's his name, Quentin Johnston.
Quincy Johnson. Yep.
Quinton Johnson.
Johnston.
I'm taking him at Johnston. I'm taking him at 40 receiving yards. So that is an alternate. Um, Playing against the dead last Steelers when it comes to
Mm.
receiving yards. 40 yards should be a no gimme. I mean, well, I should say no. It should be a gimme for Johnson to cover this against those Steelers. Who's your last? This is just a play on the numbers again. You got the last ranked defense in receiving yards playing on the road. They probably still high off that Colts win, but I think they're gonna get
Hmm.
brought back down. Playing against Herbert, who's been playing some pretty decent football. Without having a running back. So Johnston 40 yards should be an easy cash.
Yeah. So Johnston is an interesting guy. He's been there a couple years. Originally, they drafted him to be the number one receiver. Whenever they let Keenan Allen and Mike, whatever his name is, go originally, but
Mm-hmm.
now and then he had some catch issues over the last couple years, but now he's starting to pick it up a little bit, and I kind of like how his route running's always been, and that 40 yards is actually pretty good because he's a bigger body than Lad McConkey, but he's more smooth in his route running than Allen, so he's kind of like the mixture of both there. So I kind of like that for him at 40
40
yards
yards.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then you know what I want to switch it up a little bit, but because you mentioned the defense of the Steelers
Mm-hmm.
and the lack of run game of the Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of want to go with the passing yards of Justin Herbert.
You want to
Um,
switch it up?
I almost want to be simply because they're going to pass the ball. Like regardless, they're going to have to pass the ball. They have no choice. So
Mm-hmm.
even if they lose, they're still going to pass the ball.
Yeah.
So I feel like this should be just an easy pick. And honestly, even if we wanted to water it down with 225 for Justin Herbert at minus 230, um, I think he's been hitting that line over almost 80% of the time. Honestly, I feel like this is a gimme there, that 225. But after Daniel Jones threw up what 300 in a
300.
loss last week,
Mm-hmm.
that
So do
250
you?
look good too. So
Yeah.
let's put our heads together on this last pick. What we thinking on this?
I like
We
it,
can
but
go.
we do have. I got one more pick to give out.
Oh, you
So
got one
here's the
more. You got one
thing.
more.
Yeah, yeah, I got one more play. So do you want? Here's the thing. We're giving out 6 picks. So do we want to make this a bonus pick, or do you want to replace one of the picks that you gave out? Because I think you still have. Wait a minute. Do we go over his yet?
I still got
No,
one
we
more
haven't. Yeah,
for
you still got one
Shaheed.
more. You got Rashid. Yep.
Yeah. So let's do a bonus pick on this at 225. I think this is a gimme. I think this is a gimme at 225. I just gave y'all some easy candy right there at 225. That's
All
easy.
right.
That's easy. You can add that on top of it. You can round robin it. You can do whatever you want to do with that one. But that should be an
Yeah.
easy one for that late game there. So let me go. Let's
What
go
is it?
to
225.
225. Let's go into that one at 225 because I think that should be an easy one there. They're going to throw the ball. The Steelers' defensive line and the Steelers' defense and how they played at run game last week was actually phenomenal by slowing down Jonathan Taylor. Um, and this week they have a guy named Vital or Video or something like that. They
Yeah.
have to slow down and the banged up Chargers O line. So
Mm-hmm.
I like. So they're not going to run the ball. So I guarantee he's going to throw the ball at least 50 times. But my
Yeah.
last pick that I'm gonna go with is going to actually be Rashid Shaheed, newly acquired receiver for the Seattle Seahawks. Um, I don't even know if you can find him on there, honestly.
Probably can't.
Yeah, 'cause he just got there last week. Uh, but his line is 38 and a half. Um, I will take him at 30 at an alternate. Um, he had a choice to actually go there or go to the Pittsburgh Steelers. He chose to go there because he knew that Sam Darnold is actually doing Sam Darnold things and killing this year for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and he's fitting in very well. Him alongside with JSN over there, I feel like JSN gonna get a lot of attention from the defense, and that opens the game up perfectly for him. And that's gonna be kind of the same thing with Chris Olave when he was over there with the Saints. They focused on Chris Olave. Rashid, he got his stuff every single time. So
Yeah.
I like it at 30
Uh,
yards before it starts
yeah.
to go up.
Yeah, I love that play. If he was getting that over there in New Orleans with, who's it, Spencer Rattler, you know,
Yeah,
he
or
he
Tyler
should
Shuck or
he should
whoever they got over
yeah
there.
he should definitely get it with what's his name? Oh shoot, it slips my
Sam
mind from
Darnold.
the Vikings, Sam Darnold, because Darnold he's gonna air it out. I mean they got
Mm-hmm.
a receiver over there in Jackson, Enigma or whatnot.
Jackson Smith
He's
and
averaging
Jigma.
damn near yeah JSN. He's damn near averaging 100 yards a game receiving. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure they'll break off Shaheed 30 yards. You know what I'm saying? A couple of catches,
Absolutely.
and he got that one. So yeah, I like that pick. Love that pick for the
And
newly
and
acquired.
they're going against Arizona.
Yeah.
Arizona's giving up a lot of passing yards to receivers. Um, I like them picking him actually. Anyways, he's a great compliment to JSN. He's a great compliment to JSN.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. That being said, here the last play. We're gonna go over to the Patriot, well, not the Patriots, but the Panthers, and who do they got? Slips my mind here.
The Panthers. The Panthers are playing New
Yeah,
Orleans.
here we go. Talking about his old team, wasn't we? I'm going
Mm-hmm.
with Chuba Hubbard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking him at his line at 20. What is it? 21 and a half rushing yards.
21 and a
Uh,
half. Yes, sir.
he lost his starting job to Rico Dow. Rico has been playing crazy. Like, and it
Mm-hmm.
started when he played against his old team, the Cowboys. He showed them like, "Hey, y'all should have kept me," because he showed to where they tail up, and he told them that. He told them.
Mm-hmm.
I got him, like I said, 21 and a half. He's been right at that line or over it, in what every game except for this one against Green Bay. He's definitely getting. He only had 5 attempts, but the previous 2 games before that, he had 12 and 14 attempts, and we're only asking for 20 yards from a previous starting running back. I mean, this guy can still go to another team and start. So 20 yards. The attempts are going to be there for him. They're going up against the 27th ranked Russian defense to the running back. Again, a play on the numbers, easy pick.
Yeah. One thing I do like about this, I believe that Tyler Shuck is going to be starting quarterback over at New Orleans this week. So, with that being said, I think that you're going to have a lot of opportunity for them to just run the ball, control the game, do the things that he needs to do. He's averaging almost 4 carries. I'm sorry, 4 yards per carry. And at 21 yards, what you need 6 carries and you're good to go. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I like that opportunity there, and we honestly we break one off, just break one off, so we can check mark that one, and we'll be good to go.
First carry of the game. That way we ain't got to worry about it. That's all
So
we
we
ask.
calling it
First
right
carry of the
there.
game.
That's it. That's it. We calling it right there. Either way, even if that one goes the 4 quarters, they're going to have plenty of opportunity. I don't think that Bryce Young will be back on this game. Um, I think that them opening up the run game will be key for them this one, and splitting the carries between both of them. They're both selfless backs, so they don't mind either way. and I really
Mm-hmm.
like their combination between the two of them.
Yeah. I tell you, we got 6 solid picks there. And again, if the
I see.
people if
I
they
sense a
want to,
banger.
yeah. Well, we actually got 7 because of that bonus Herbert pick. And
Hmm.
that's one of the correlation plays. If Pittsburgh is like the bottom of passing, and we feel as though they're gonna throw the ball, why not go with Herbert passing yards? Like
Hmm.
it's gonna be there. It's gonna be there. Um, one more time, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna scroll these picks to check them out again. Take a screenshot. On our picks. We will be doing a Monday night stream. So if you haven't yet, like, comment, definitely subscribe to the channel so you can be part of that live stream. We did a Thursday night one, and I think out of all the picks, I think we had maybe 6, 7 picks, maybe. I think 2 of them
Hmm.
didn't go out of the picks that was suggested. I think 2 of them didn't hit. So but if you parlayed them a certain way and took 4 of them, hey, you cash something. Again, those
I
were our
definitely.
picks.
I think Thursday. My parlay mine's a little bit different. I think you parlay yours a little bit different than mine.
Mm-hmm.
So mine only had one off. So yeah, again, we're giving you all of these picks. Parlay them. Put them with your own. Do whatever you got to do. Round robin them. Honestly, I haven't done a round robin one yet, but round robin it,
Yeah.
and you can win
Mm-hmm.
them.
Yeah. Most definitely. Most definitely. Brandon, you got any last words for the people out there before we wrap this up?
That's it. Let's cash the money. Let's cash the money this Sunday.
Oh yeah, most definitely. All right, y'all. Fading the books and we out.